Hey, Kevin, how's it going?
Good, Harvey Mark.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna step away real quick, so I'm just gonna kill my camera, but I'm here.
in progress.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the non-mandatory pre-proposal conference for Innovate Dayton, our RFP replacement project. I have up on the screen our agenda, and as people join, we will allow them to introduce themselves, but we can go ahead and proceed with who we have here. And just so everyone is aware, we are recording this meeting. So we'll start with introductions from the city, and then GFOA are consultants on this project, and then we can open up to vendors to volunteer to introduce yourselves. Then we'll have a do's and don'ts covered by Nicole Fox, and then an overview of this project by myself, and then open up the floor for vendors, questions, and answer session. So I'll start off. My name is Vanessa Moon. I am the office manager for the IT department here at the city of Dayton. And I am also serving in the role as ERP project manager. And I will kick it off to
It's on the
Nicole.
body of the ID. Let me post it. It's body of the email.
And someone has their mic on. If you don't mind muting your mic until it's your time to introduce yourself, I appreciate that. Nicole, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Vanessa. My name is Nicole Fox. I am the City of Dayton's purchasing agent, and I'll take over to Ms. Keena Brown.
Oh, Keena, you're muted. Oh, still muted.
Duh, I'm just talking. Keena Brown, Director of Finance. I'll pass it on to Shelley. It's on my screen.
Hello, my name is Shelley Porter, and I am the ERP Technology Coordinator. And I will pass it over to who else is left from the Dayton side?
I believe that's all we have at the moment, but we can, as they join, we can introduce them. So we can kick it off to GFOA.
Hey, Vanessa, real quick, I jumped in. Good afternoon, everybody. John Reich from the City of Dayton. I'm the CIO.
Hello, everyone. Lachey Lofton, Deputy City Manager, and I'm the project sponsor.
You can see is Jeanette on here.
Oops, yep, sorry, I'm here. Jeanette Gand, I am with the Department of Management and Budget. I am the division manager.
Anyone else from the city side? I'm scrolling through this extensive list of attendees. Tom, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep, I was just about to chime in there. Tom Walters with the City of Dayton IT. I'm in charge of managing business applications and data analytics for the city.
Okay. Do we have anyone else from our steering committee? Okay. GFOA, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm Mark with GFOA. I think I know a lot of you guys. I see a lot of familiar faces and names. And for those that don't know, Mark, GFOA, supporting the city through the solicitation process. Now I'll pass it to Kevin if he's still on.
I am. Hi, Kevin Wachtel, also with GFOA, helping the City of Dayton.
Okay, and that's it for GFOA. Now, vendors, would anyone like to introduce yourselves and your company?
Dave Stevens, I'm with High Street IT Solutions.
I'm Sherry Smith. I'm with Diversified Systems out of Columbus.
Everybody, Jason Holdway. I'm with Cognizant.
Hey, good afternoon. Larry Greeley with On Actuate.
Good afternoon. This is Darren Marching with Apps Associates.
Hey,
Hello,
everybody. This is Kimbra with Mythics LLC.
Mike Sullivan.
Chris Kim. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
So I'll go. Sorry, Mike Sullivan, Unit Solutions.
Chris Kim out of A2A Solutions out of Boston.
Hi, everyone. This is Dan Lanham with SAP.
This is Eric Euckerman with Nagarro.
Good afternoon, Rick McGahee with DeNovo.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Brock. I'm with a company called Coder Shop. Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon. This is Ken Hayner with AVAP.
This is Tom McDermott with Guidehouse.
Good afternoon. This is Jada Nathan from Nagarro.
Good afternoon. This is
Nelson with Light IT Solutions.
Thank you. The last person repeat that.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Darian with Axley.
Hi, this is Lori Kirshner with Workday. I also have my colleagues Tim and Tom on the line as well.
Hi, this is Jenna with Can-Am Teller Cashiering.
This is Carolyn Terry with DeNovo.
This is Tyler Bridges with CareGov Inc.
Piers Manton with Phoenix Business Consulting. I also had Derek Simivart on the line.
Hey, everybody.
This is Alvin Misha with Tyler Technologies.
This is Rick Armstrong with DLT Solutions, and my colleague Jessica Marino is on the line as well.
Vijit Singarpure from Tata Consultancy Services.
Roger Wagner with LSI Consulting.
This is Rick Bunin, also with LSI Consulting.
Hello, this is Chris Ito with Infor.
Hello, this is Anita Patel with Sierra Cedar. Derek is also on the line with me.
Hi, this is Janie Krause with AST.
Hi, this is Taylor O'Donnell with Delta Consulting.
Hi there, this is Madhu Navale at Right Solutions.
Okay. Anyone else?
Naveen Gupta from Tata Consultancy.
Yeah, Dale Wilkinson with Oracle.
Stu Nelson with Right IT Solutions, in case you missed it earlier.
Thank you. Okay, hopefully we've captured everyone on this call. Next, I'll pass this over to Nicole Fox for her to go over the do's and don'ts.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Looks like there's a total of 76 people on this call, so we have to be really courteous. I want to make sure I'm talking loud and clear for you to make sure everyone hears. So the first thing I want to go over is the question and answer period, because that's pretty much the next thing on our schedule. So we are taking all questions in writing to Innovate Dayton at daytonohio.gov, that email address only. Please don't send them to any other email address or your questions will not be included in the addendum. So we're doing one large addendum September the 8th that will be posted to our website, and it'll have all the questions and answers all the questions that we received and the city has answered for this RFP. Again, and only send your questions to the Innovate Dayton. Since this is such a large group today, we will take questions, but we're not going to be able to get them answered today. So we are going to, we're recording this, as you can see on your screens, and we will go ahead and get this over to a transcript to try and catch all the questions that we will receive today. So September the 2nd is definitely the last deadline. So I just like to repeat that a couple of times so you understand, at 1 p.m. So if we receive a question at 2 or 3 o'clock that day, we will not include it in that addendum because it's in writing in your RFP, and we have reminded you on this meeting. So your proposals, those are due on September the 24th at 1 p.m. Please don't be late. We also make sure that you send that to the bids@daytonohio.gov email only. We will not accept that in anyone's emails. If you send it to our leadership group, they're not going to send it to me and say, hey, accept this. We have really strict rules. So please make sure you are sending that to the bids@daytonohio.gov email only on that day. So let's talk about that. Your proposals are probably going to be huge, and that's okay. We only take, and the max is 20 MBs per email. It's an email address. You don't need to register, nothing special. You don't have to pay any fees. You just send it over to us, but it has to be under that 20 MB or we won't see it. So what do? Well, you just split it up in parts, so part 1, 2, 3, etc. We have all these instructions in the RFP. That is on page 12 of the RFP. I'm sorry, on page 9 of the RFP on those instructions. And on each of those emails, when you're sending it over to the bids email, make sure you are labeling them correctly with this RFP number and what part it is, because we have all of our bids here at the city goes through the same email address. So it'd be easier to capture your bids and your RFPs once you have it labeled properly. And please don't be late. Don't be late. We will not accept any proposals after that 1 o'clock p.m. So if I see it that came in at 1:01, I do a receipt through our IT group to make sure what time it hit the server. And it's always been the same time it shows me in that email, but we still do get that receipt. You can send it over the day before. Please do send it over. You have the whole day on the 23rd to get those over to us. No time limit, or even a week before. We take those as early as after the questions. You can send them over, but we would like for you to see the Q&A before you send us your proposals. So again, please send those to the bids@daytonohio.gov only, and make sure they are under the 20 MBs. Just split them up in different parts, and please don't be late on that. So on that day, on September 24th, we will have a public bid opening for these proposals, and everyone can attend. And we will start it at 1 o'clock, and we will name the company names only because this is an RFP. We will not share any screens or information from any of the RFPs. That's a Zoom, and that's also listed in the proposal, in our RFP, on page 9. So that gives you the link that you can get straight to that public bid opening on the 24th at 1 p.m. Okay, and I think that's all my do's and don'ts that I have for everyone. Thank you for listening. I'll take it back to Vanessa.
Thank you, Nicole. I will give you a high overview of Innovate Dayton, and this is pulling from the RFP from section 2, pages 12 through 18. So just to give you a summary of this project, we are replacing our aging Banner financial system with a modern ERP solution. Our goal is to go live by September 2027, with implementation starting around April 2026. Some key objectives that we have are to create a single source of truth for financial, operational, and workforce data. We also want to automate manual processes and eliminate our heavy reliance on Excel and paper. Also, we'll provide intuitive, user-friendly interfaces that reduce IT dependency. And then we want to enable real-time visibility and reporting across our departments. As far as the scope coverage, this RFP covers 4 ERP functions, including asset management, budget, financial management, procurement, payroll, treasury, and human resources. We currently have approximately 225 Banner users across all of our city departments. What we're looking for. We are looking for a cloud-based, low-maintenance solution that's accessible, adaptive, and positions us for sustainable growth. We want to transform how we manage city operations while empowering users with intuitive tools that minimize their reliance on IT support for daily tasks. As far as implementation approach, we expect a collaborative partnership with structured phases, and that's with a project management, knowledge transfer, system design, build, and conversion, testing, and go-live support. This RFP contains detailed functional requirements, interface needs, and conversion specifications. We're here today to answer your questions. Well, actually, for the sake of time, we will answer questions, as Nicole said, and ensure you have everything needed for a comprehensive proposal. But before we jump into the Q&A, I want to pause in case anyone else from the city or GFOA would like to add anything. Okay, thank you. And let's go ahead and open it up for your questions. Don't be shy. You want to start off?
Maybe Chris Kim from A to A. Just comment on the history of the current system you're using currently. And I understand that there's a necessitation to get to modernize, get onto a cloud-based platform. Are there big, gaps or kind of recent challenges that have really kind of pushed you in this direction?
Thanks for your question, Chris.
No problem.
And we'll take the next question.
Maybe next question. I think after the submission deadline in September, right? There will be, I think the next process is to have demos that are going out, right? Is there a notification period to the selected attendees? And when would that date be, if there is a date?
Thank you for your additional question.
Thank you.
You mentioned that you have about 1,950 employees, counting your part-time and seasonal. How many employees do you have that will be heavy systems users, super users?
Thank you, Sherry.
Are you ready for the next question, or we're not answering questions, correct? Okay.
Correct.
I was wondering if there were going to be any major events that Dayton plans on hosting that would potentially create a blackout period for us in implementation. Such as like I think there's an international festival. If there's a large amount of people that come into town, that would affect things like hotel stays and whatnot.
Thank you, Lindsay.
I do have another question as well. Go ahead, Alex.
Yes, I'm sorry, Alex Martinego from William Everett Group. A quick question with regard to the requirements for tax systems. Is it restricted to income tax, or is it including property taxes or any other types of taxes?
Thank you, Alex.
That is actually my next question as well. It's just details on the tax revenue.
We'll take the next question.
I'll ask a question just so I get on your list. It's Jordan Brock from Coder Shop. If you're able to share what the budget allocation is for this project. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question.
This is Sherry again from Diversified. As you're looking at your go live in 2027, are you looking to like start the project and try it on multiple go lives phases, or are you going to leave that up to the respondent?
Thank you, Sherry.
Chris Kim from A to A again. Just any particulars about culture, good fit and synergy between, the selected organization and, those qualities that would be a better fit perhaps with your organization.
Thank you, Chris.
This is surrounding training and OCM. Do you have a current LMS if we're doing video training or electronic learning that we would work with, or do we bring our own tools?
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. This is Anita Patel with Sierra Cedar, and I had a question related to asset management and inventory. When looking at the interface list, you currently have several systems that are marked as keep. And so I was trying to get a better understanding of which specific asset management system and what the areas are for that system that you wanted to replace.
Thank you.
Alex Martinegro again from William Everett Group. With regard to the asset management, you said in the RFP that utility billing was going to be handled with a separate RFP. What about the asset management of utility fixed assets? Scheduling of maintenance and those types of things, preventive maintenance, all those things.
Thank you, Alex.
Chris Kim from A to A again. And just understanding, don't necessarily need names, but just the makeup of the key team members on your side in regards to the implementation. Just understanding numbers and what groups and what departments and who this potential vendor being chosen would be interacting with, including perhaps if a steering committee or some along those lines has already been thought through.
We'll take another question.
Just from a change fatigue kind of a piece, have you guys had a lot of change going on that your system users have already dealt with? Do we need to be aware of any specific items to address from change management perspective?
Thank you.
Okay, it's 2:25, and I know we have this until 2:30. We're only going to take the questions until, I'm sorry, we have this till 2:30, because we could end up with hundreds of questions. But I like the way they're coming in slowly, and everyone's taking their time. Thank you for doing that, but we're going to head and cut the questions off here at this pre-proposal conference meeting at 2:30, but you can always put them in writing to us, as we explained earlier, to the Innovate Dayton at daytonohio.gov. Thank you.
Maybe just last question on my end. According to the RFP, right, I think some critical areas like human resources, finance, income tax collection. If you guys had thoughts in regards to prioritization, because I think it's likely a year plus implementation, if there's kind of a path to what needs to get done first in regards to what's important to you guys. Thank you.
Sorry, one more question. Alex Martinego, William Everett Group. On the bottom of page 24, you referred to PEP with regard to confirming certification of minority businesses and women-owned businesses. Can you expand on the objectives in that area?
Jordan Brock from Coder Shop. One last question from me. If you could maybe think about or consider, perhaps with your consultant, are there any areas that Dayton finds unique in the way that you do your business or approach an area? Because sometimes when we deal with government agencies, they feel that they have we do this, others don't. Something that they feel maybe is outside normal business practice, how they approach some of the solutioning. So that would be really helpful.
Okay, down to the last minute.
Alvin Misha with Tyler Technologies. One quick question. Can we get attachments 1 through 6 in an editable format document so we can easily respond? I noticed that they're all in PDF, and uneditable?
I will answer that question only because it deals with the paperwork. Yes, we will have those uploaded today before the end of business day, attachments 1 through 6 as PDF fillable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're at the 2:30 mark and cut off for questions. I appreciate everybody for your time. We can go ahead and conclude this pre-proposal conference. Any closing remarks from the city side? Okay. Well, again, thank you everybody for joining and for your questions, and we will put those out for you and be looking forward to your proposals. Have a good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
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 Thank you.